Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV, and we got a quick one today. This is kind of a cool thing that I came across. This is the ICY DOCK SSD drive enclosure for a 3.5-inch bay on your PC. And what this does is allows you to take your solid-state drives and insert them into your computer without having to install them inside the case or rely on a USB connection. It will connect up with your motherboard and work just like an internal drive would, but when you're done, you can eject it and take out that drive and put in another one. It supports two at the same time, and what's really cool is that it allows both full-height SSD drives like this one here from Intel, as well as some of these half-height drives too. So you can get two in there at a time. You get these mechanical eject buttons to push them out. Very simple to use. Now, I do want to mention, in the interest of full disclosure, this came in free of charge from ICY DOCK. However, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. No one is paying for this review, and no one is reviewing this content before it is posted. So you saw how the drives go in. If your motherboard or drive controller supports hot swapping, you can do that on here as well. So really convenient. I do recommend making sure it's very firmly screwed into your case, and the reason is that there is a bit of resistance here when you pop these drives in, so you really have to give it a good push, and if you don't have it screwed in properly, you could push in the entire mechanism here into your case. And some drives tend to eject a little harder than others do. I guess there's a little arm in there that will pop the drive out when it's done. On the back here, you can see how it connects up with your motherboard. So you have a single power connector here. That powers both drives. And then you have two SATA connectors for each position. So the top connector goes in here, the bottom connector goes in there. And again, you connect it directly to your motherboard or drive controller, so you'll get the full speed out of this, yet have the advantages of almost an external drive, in that you can take the drives out without having to crack open your PC case. Now, if you don't have a 3.5-inch drive slot, I know my case doesn't, I had to go out and get an accessory to make this work. So what I did is I just bought one of these 3.5-inch to 5.25-inch brackets, and what I'm going to do here is just pop the drive in like so, or the thing in like so, and then mount that in my case, and that will be how I get this installed. I'll put links to this and the enclosure as well, so you can see where you can find these things online. And I did not detect any performance degradation using this enclosure versus just having the drive connected directly to the motherboard. So it definitely adds a ton of convenience and a really cool little product if you are looking to hot swap your SSDs. This is Lon.TV, and thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by my Patreon supporters, including gold level supporter Eric. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/Patreon to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.